match might not make it to the stage that they lose to, the team that they lose to. You know, everyone's going to be very grueling. I mean, the majors get harder every single time, right?
Sure.
Not necessarily because of the top level. Like in 2021, a lot of the top teams were going through identity crises, making those roster moves, and 2022 we got them. Yep. But those teams have not established with those rosters of being as good as they should be, like G2 and Vitality, for example. But that doesn't mean that the bottom of the the top 20 hasn't improved, because every year that's where it gets the hardest, and that's what makes it harder to qualify. That's what makes the RMRs more interesting. There's less and less shoe-ins every single cycle, and for every stage there are very, very difficult teams to try to beat. I mean, literally, Copenhagen Flames have already got to Legends off of this.
Hell yeah, they have.
Yes.
And props to them for it.
I'm hyped for Overpass, Reser Pass, Spinks Pass.
For the record again, ENCE versus Astralis on Overpass in the best of one phase of this RMR. It was a 13-2 CT side for Astralis to start that map. ENCE were very self-critical after the game of their T side, and now it is time to see how much they can improve in how little time. Rez, one and done. ENCE and Plopski, though, going to completely lock them out of this monster push, and with that, it has to be the Hades clutch or a bit of a pause before the ENCE T side gets going.
Was it the interview that they said that? They talked about their T side?
Afterwards. I believe it was a dycha tweet.
Yeah, they have strong execs, of course, but yeah, maybe the execution wasn't quite there. And individuals look better today. I think dycha doesn't look that great today, actually. He should probably need to be a bit better. Maden, Spinks, specifically, looked good even when ENCE were losing. But we got to have some semblance of a core.
Nate could find the jump up. Oh, yes!
That's what you're waiting for.
So long I have waited. Many times debated. Finally, someone naded. Hades coming around the pillar. What a crack of the whip to get that B site blown wide open. Gonna have to be a recovery here, man. Disadvantage. Low HP though for Spinks on the plant, and if you let his hands get back on that D, now you could be in a world of hurt. ENCE's gonna throw that smoke outwards. Brollan trying to give cover with the A1S, but he needs a reload, so ENCE smoking himself off. Bro, he's got a player right down beneath those barrels. Oh, but he finds Spinks through the smoke. That'll certainly help. A second kill, but Hades comes over and jumping MP9 to the head of Hades to end the hopes of a force buy win round 2.
He saw the feed of the last guy and then came back after reloaded. That's one huge upside to the MP9, actually. First of all, it uses a ton of bullets very quickly, but then it also has an incredibly fast reload compared to some rifles you might be going up against. So he's really flexing that advantage. Some great nades here, and lots of damage, and nearly the round win, which is cool. But at the very minimum, the bomb plan and majority death for NiP are the two kind of silver linings here for ENCE. Instantly to the buy. When MP9 gets carried forward, everyone else will have better guns. ENCE back on the op.
ENCE nails it. Maden pinned to the wall first.
Big risk opening play here for ENCE. They smoked it and kept NiP on high alert, and they waited and they got the kill. So, okay, dycha will at least find some material back inside the stairs. And
that's going to be an important kill, because when ENCE fumbled on the T side versus Astralis, there was a lot, and I mean a lot, of connector dominance from Flame F that really enabled the CT side to kind of take over. And already we see dycha pick up a crucial duel that lets the rest of ENCE go running into A site. Yeah, they'll take damage on the plant, but it is still a convincing first round win from them.
Yeah.
So that to me is the real pain point. It's going to be, how do they deal with connector? And in this case, it is just dycha on his own. So had he lost that 1v1, then suddenly bathrooms could be compromised, opens the door for NiP on the retake. Are they going to try to pinch this more coherently? Will the players from top A come and help him? Those are the things I'm keeping my eye on as this map starts to unfold.
Yeah, we can just look at the mini-map right here. dycha inside the stairs, both rotators dead, plus stairs control, so that helps a lot when they... Wait, hold on a second. Oh my god, he was actually kind of going for that. Hampus asked for the smoke to be dropped over to him, and Hades kind of luckily hit that first try. Would have been a little scary. The op gets held onto. But, oh, I just saw Hampus invest. I mean, I think they're forcing behind the op. Like, might make sense. Scout in play.
Yeah.
Okay.
5/7s, a deagle. Very strong amounts of utility for NiP.
Yeah. I don't know if ENCE will, well, they'll know an opposite.
I think it's going to have to be something spectacular from ENCE or even less likely the scout of Hampus. He lands his first shot, so that's going to be Hades running around on 7 HP. But there was nobody there for Hampus to kind of work with. So he's either resorting on killing everybody on his own or hoping that maybe nobody's actually in playground. He gets a peek down into the fountain players. Still, that was like a one-man army.
Yeah, he at very least gets so much info that ENCE have to be worried about it. You know, they kind of go back to B to make sure that their default is still in order and that the CTs haven't pushed for anything. I wonder if we'll see the deep mollies here on the Overpass now that they've been shown in an official outside the B side, of course. You know, the coolest part about that is that the you know how the smoke comes down after to land on the molly outside monster? It's the smoke is thrown by the guy who run moves.
Okay.
And he runs into the wall and has an immediate lineup.
Easy. Rez, 5/7 kill.
He's in the smoke though.
Bro, maden, what? Ego's chasing with a clock out, throws himself into the scope of ENCE, who then doubles down for a second kill. Hades is going to come down through heaven. And he only has 7 health, but nobody seems to be watching him. Look at this. He's got the backs turned, executes the first and the second. Hades, thank goodness he lurks from A.
Yeah.
Or else they were running into a very problematic bomb site.
Honestly, ENCE kind of dropped in one of the easier shots there. Had that third one, he obviously did work to get the first two, but that third one, the round's different.
maden gets a little excited, I think.
Yeah.
Running across with a Glock out, shooting at the smoke, when they know that there's still an op unaccounted for.
Yeah, they didn't hear his op, right? So they didn't know where he was. So.
No, but they knew it was saved, and you know, it's a risk. Glock out, W. I'm sure he wouldn't do that twice. I mean, literally just reload, lol.
Sometimes you don't want to get stuck.
CT is now silent on this B site. Nothing to offer us in this one. A flash on Hampus, that's about it. So it's all about trying to catch a guy in monster. Flashbang works, but nothing off the back of it. Easy mow down for Spinks. He will pad those stats. dycha gonna pad the bank account. Spinks with 4, dycha 1, ENCE with 3.
Spinks. He's gonna be a top player at this RMR, especially with this extra match. Another best of 3 for him to pile on. I'm gonna check out some of the stats from this event and see if he's already one of the highest, if not the highest. Yeah, 1.38 over 7 maps so far for Spinks. Beat out only by Axile and Yabi, who have 2 and 3 less maps than he does.
Damn. Keeping the numbers high and healthy. dycha already good connector control. NiP not forcing the issue. Instead, just kind of leaning 2 guys towards long A. Upper bathrooms very much belonging to the CTs, but here comes ENCE with the rotation back towards monster. I like this. Secure connector, keep dycha there, head towards B. Utility starts to rain over. First fight is good for Plopski. The short push from Rez turns around, doubles it up, and now hampus losing his head as the push continues through Monster. Rez gets away with 7 health, trying to dive back into the cover. Snappy overwhelmed by the fast rotation of ENCE and numbers on the B site for NiP.
We used to call this Overpass, right? Because he'd play in the bathrooms and he could section out all these fights as the rifler to support device or the previous opera or whatever. And they obviously picked up Brollan, and now Rez is playing on B. And you can totally see why Rez is good on both sides, just with the way that you section out fights. And that's obviously been a boon to be able to have Brollan pick up bathrooms and now Rez overstack on the B side. That's changed the game for NiP on this map.
B-site to be tested again. Very similar formula to what we had last round.
Oh, that smoke is not being watched, and he's in front of it. So, unless they late flash here, Plopski, it's not going to have the best angle. Yeah, he's just going to eat that. Oh, that's spectacular.
Excellent round. Rinse and repeat for ENCE. It's NiP that kind of changed the formula, and they pay the price.
Yeah, I guess right there, Plopski is alone. They're gambling very hard towards A, and they're trying to delay long enough that they could just get Plopski maybe in front of that smoke and chill for a second, then they would probably rotate back. It looks bad just because that timing was so perfect from ENCE, but that's kind of why you have to be kind of careful at all times. Stuff like this will happen. Either way, of all the players to die, it's the one with the MP9. Not so bad for NiP.
Other than that round and money in the back pocket of ENCE. Say what goes well there for ENCE as well is not only do they just do the same thing as the last round, but they definitely did it faster too. 100% quicker. And I feel like if you had given NiP maybe, another 20 seconds, it was probably at that point that we would have had somebody coming to help Plopski.
Yes, definitely. As soon as the utility starts to run out.
Yep. Yeah, they found that good window of opportunity and flex it for a 4th terrorist round win. Already a marked improvement over what we saw versus Astralis.
It's game time. This match, very serious. Both teams at this point feel like they could have won this series, right? Taking each other's map picks.
Certainly.
So, a fitting finish here on Overpass. And I really liked what we saw from ENCE on the B-side execs, apart from the one versus Rez. But yeah, it wouldn't be against them just kind of going right back into it.
Rez looking to take
Rez
fights.
Up to bat.
First one made easy. Maden walks down the stairs into his death. Good trade from Spinks. This guy hits hard.
That is a miss smoke, I think.
I know he wants the gun.
Oh, well, he could have still smoked the tunnels, but
yeah, fair point.
This is very approachable.
Oh, he's got 6 bullets in it as well. So, I mean, he's not looking for a multi-kill spray down. This is Plopski, the one and done. They're going to try to chase him. He's got cover from around the pillar. Hampus, good job. Nice nade. Comes in, dunks on Spinks. Almost like they wanted them inwards. As everybody rotates down from NiP, they get ahead of that B hit. And when there are players there, NiP hold it.
Yes, they did. They got a lot of info, and they could precipitate the hit coming. Still felt like ENCE were in an okay spot when Plopski went to recover this gun because, like you mentioned, low ammo. But good on Plopski for taking the peek instead of letting 2 players swing on him instead.
Yes.
And hampus was right there as well. With another smoke in the tunnel, so they refreshed it really quickly.
Tag finds the cross. Maden not allowed to get into the playground.
Honestly, about time. They've been trying to extinguish that molly every single round and burst through to speed up the AD vault.
Presence shown in short.
They'll cancel that boost in case they were spotted, even though they weren't.
Hades, they don't know about this off angle being held already, so Rez walks right into his death. Oh, Plopski using the cover of the fire, but then that boost does come into effect. Good thing they threw that back up, because that's what equalizes us 3v3.
That's cool. I thought Hades was one of the guys boosting. They had it ready. Yeah, can be a big fan of this spot. It is a 3-on-3 situation. So we'll see if Brollan will win, but he's got the shadow working for him, and yeah, just shuts him down. Clothesline coming upstairs. You know how much I love that spot.
With the FAMAS.
It's that little shadow.
Yep.
And it's so hard to swing at the same time.
Yep. Oh, Brollan, his first 3 kills of the map. Look at this, clean as can be. Swinging the FAMAS like a Frenchman.
And you can't jiggle because just shadow every single time. Brollan smiling ear to ear.
That's a feels good for him and a feels bad for ENCE. They'll be shipped down into the pistols. Nade not a problem. It's the guns that serve the biggest issue here for ENCE. The lack thereof. Utility, nothing. Brollan going for a long peek, but Maden's already crossed. But, however, heard out and glocked out. Didn't have much to offer us. Smoke to the front of bathrooms. I like that Brollan's not shying away from a round like this. Just hoping to get those kills racked up. Make this one quick and easy. NiP about to peel apart from ENCE. 6-4. Another smoke, and that means another stall out from ENCE. They'll have to continue to wait here. Nothing proactive from the B players from NiP. But ENCE now kind of under pressure, but easy pickups for Brollan. Lets ENCE come back in for his 1-op kill, and hampus throws himself into the ring for the final frag. So sure enough, 6-4 as expected.
Let's see if ENCE go fast again up through mid. They're going to try to disrespect the early utility and burst out, create some timings. They've done, actually, comparatively to the other maps, a lot more set stuff, which is totally fine on Overpass. You can get away with a ton of B execs if you want to. Yeah, fast out towards B. I don't know if they're rushing off this, but it seems like they actually will be.
All right, Plopski under pressure. Oh, blind is a bad. Nice flash from Snappy. Maden, oh, he's gonna double down on this. Looking for the third. Wow. All headshots from Maden. And when we look at Spinks for his heavy-handed impact, it is Maden right beside him. That was the 1-2 combo of Vertigo, and this is Maden's round. All his 3 kills. Good support from Snappy. The execute is lickety-split.
Honestly, so impressed by Maden. Even when he was negative on kill deaths, like he is now and like he was on Nuke for a bit, every single frag he got, I felt like, was one where the team was either disadvantaged, really needed an entry, and it was always so sharp. So tons of impact from our perspective on Maden. And yeah, it's game-changing entries. Plopski doing okay on B, but he was kind of rough on B on Vertigo, rough on B now. Really good A anchor on Nuke. But I think he overestimated his spawn. They got right out of that smoke.
Yeah. And Snappy with the freshest of flashbangs. Kind of turned into it. So NiP are still going to be able to afford a buy off the back of that. I do like these quicker rounds from ENCE.
Yeah.
I appreciate Snappy for his calls in that regard.
Yeah, I used to call, really slow rounds almost all the time. So that's changed quite a bit.
Brollan's going to be stuck on party inside this smoke. Flashbang to get them the hell out of there, and
Ooh,
it works.
Yeah, nice support.
5v4. NiP very close to maybe losing Brollan on the party position, but instead he gets back. Spam shots confirmed. There is presence here from ENCE.
Shadow advantage is such a key part of Overpass in all these positions. We saw Brollan using it at the top of stairs. Here on bathrooms, both sides.
Yeah.
We'll give him an edge.
Ooh, short though.
Oh, but Brollan goes down. They hunt him out. And that's Hades and Spinks combining for 2.
ENCE needs to deliver. Peeks in, stops bomb, anticipates another, but he's being wrapped on from the left side of Banana. Nobody coming at him just yet. He is stuck here, so he just tries to take them with him. And with an additional kill, I feel like ENCE's done his job. The spam through the smoke is good for 1 kill. Snappy! Oh, it's close. But Plopski comes out on top of the clutch. The 1v1 to NiP's name. NiP, a 7th.
Do you think he would have got that kill if not for a mouse wheel bug?
Let's watch it back.
Mouse wheel gang stand strong.
Stand together.
Yes, yeah.
Strength in numbers.
Yeah, maybe not that strong, but we were together. Man, that would have been really. I would have been hard one for me to justify in the 1v1. That was a whole round that came down to that. But they get it. They get it.
They get it.
He was in a good spot. He was in a good spot. Oh, S-Tag, 12-3.
Yes, and a big one there from the bathrooms because I was really nervous about the player wrapping around. On
yeah. It seemed like they were going to wait for him, but they
waited what felt like long enough.
They got flashed though.
Yeah,
they got flashed, and then they just came back into it. You got to continue. You know, when you throw the nades, sometimes you see some bad peaks because you have to continue forward with the execute. You don't get a certain amount of space with your flashbangs and the smokes that go up. You lose the round later, even if you don't die immediately. So it can look silly on your, dying on your way in, but you've got to commit. Restifer. Oh, saw that heaven smoke getting lined up. Exec coming in. Is it too late? Molly's a little slow. Plopski does enough.
Dude, the first player kind of looks away from him, a bit more preoccupied. And because of that, Plopski's given just enough time to recover his vision and recover the 2K spray down. Hades is going to come over barrels, iced out by Hampus. Another spotted inside fire. Dycha dies, and so do ENCE on this B site. It is NiP again.
That jump spot was it. They didn't have vision on short. They saw someone lining up a heaven smoke, immediately threw the counter utility they could as fast as possible, and then ENCE got a little scared. They ran forward with it, and this is Plopski in a position where they kill the monster guys behind him. And the monster guys, when they're entering, they have to agree on who clears what. Some players have to trust, so you don't swing 180 who's going to clear what. So in that position, there might have been a disjointedness between the short guys coming out a little too fast, or that was right, except the monster players expected to be faster. You never know. But obviously, Plopski did eat a flash as well.
Yeah. You didn't know if he was alive or dead until he regained vision. Didn't let the spray get away from him either, so Mo's down 2. And in round 14, we see ENCE back to the money issues. Oh, maden.
Oh, Jesus.
That is sick. Hampus is going to quickly try to come back in from bank. Brollan's been confirmed to be on long. Hampus.
And they have this op in the post plant now.
Elements of surprise. They line up for the long crossfire, and that's 3.
Maden's still alive. Oh,
Hades has the op.
Oh, Hades has the op.
That's exactly who you want swinging this thing. Finds Hampus on bank first. Rez killed a player from the flank, so obviously Hades is going to be pulled backwards. But Brollan is still just kind of vibing on long, and Rez tucks into that close bathrooms. Maden finds his hands on a Krieg in the meantime, goes for the dumpster fight, and loses out. It is a 9th for NiP's CT side.
Okay, that makes sense. It was a little scary, but NiP had way better guns. That was an insane shot from Maden on that swing. That could have been round winning for sure, and then Hades did pick up an extra kill, but they lost too many mothers in the process. A nice retake from NiP. They didn't play it too slow. They let ENCE get into strong positions. With that op still alive, it could have very easily gone worse. Damn, so NiP, I mean, very disappointing vertigo, but they bounced back pretty heavily here on Overpass. And whether or not second half is guaranteed, they're prepared to play it. Oh, that was so damn close.
Ooh. We do a little trolling.
That's really cool to remember that spam.
Yeah.
In a round like this where they had the extra money.
Nothing to lose. Final round of the half. Why not? Why not? A little X factor that if in the right context, in the right match, at the right time, nails you a 5v4.
What'd you lose? Nothing.
Yeah, a little timing out of spawn, but no need for that. Flubbed run boost, as a tag. who has had an excellent CT side.
Super good.
12-4.
When they needed it.
Yeah, definitely. Little op dominance the way of NiP. All in all, I'll say, improved T-side from ENCE. In terms of round count, NiP still getting the better of them.
Yeah, they're not getting crushed.
Yeah, but
They
the
had a
nature
couple
of the
good
rounds just look way better.
Yeah.
I can see the communication. I can see the openings. You know, I feel like if anything, it's just NiP have had a better CT side than what Astralis did, even though ENCE got more rounds here. Like,
Yeah, totally fair.
it's just better Counter-Strike for both their opponents and themselves, ENCE. And for that, I appreciate this game. We've got a nice clean map 3 on our hands and a chance at a 6th round, but the entry is locked out. Plopski is going to play press close to the monster tunnel, losing Rez just behind him. And that's it, the opening they need. Hades and Snappy, 3 kills between them. Water occupied by hampus. Brollan with the mortar strike and the wallbang headshot to close. Double digits, NiP, the CT side complete.
They had to work hard for that one. They got some of their B execs off that looked good. It was kind of 50-50. I'd say they did that fast B exec, which was strong. They did a couple of slow ones that came close. And a lot of clutch situations. And I don't mean 1vx's, but just moments of intense pressure where NiP came out ahead in their duels, which is, you know, something that's we're watching for, is they didn't have the hardest run. This is a solid team that they're going up against now. And yeah, they are looking good. Damn, I mean, they're in the driver's seat.
Brollan just riding through. Little quick headshot and NiP to the T side. So 6 rounds away from being legends. Each team winning their opponent's map pick. Pushing us into Overpass, where I feel like the game has been most competitive. Even though the score is still doubled up from NiP. It's good CS. Maden not going to respect the smoke. Oh, Rez gets the headshot. Here comes Spinks and Snappy, though. Little recovery. And Brollan taking Spinks down with him. Rez just beneath Snappy. 2 separate 1 versus 1. Oh, hampus can't win his fight, which means Rez is going to have to come in with this P250 clutch. A 3K in the pistol. And he just lost track of the barrels player. He thought he was still over there.
Yeah, but he reloaded back pit, thinking he was spotted, and now he's dead, and he knows that 80s was over on short, guarding the bomb.
Let's go, 1v1.
Wow, right in the open. Hades knows there could be a timing towards the short tunnel as well, something he has to keep an eye on. So he's going to divide his attention. And Rez has all the time in the world to really take all these angles slow. Oh my god. Oh my god, he jumped?
He jumped. Hades jumped.
Did he jump because of...
I don't know. He was on the cover. He didn't jump onto the railing. He just jumped. I saw him go up. I saw him go down. I saw Rez immediately flick, prepared entirely.
It's not scroll wheel gang, is it? It's not. It's not. He jumps with spacebar, right? He did it on purpose?
Oh. That was a crucial 1v1. There's been 2 1vx wins in this map so far, both of them now to NiP, and this one it just feels massively more important.
Yeah.
And suddenly...
It was a 1v2.
Yeah. Will we see this from Rez? Will we see it through the wall? Probably just catch the kill, to be honest. No problem. All good.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, that they're going to clear each other.
Sure.
Yeah. They're going to clear each other eventually. It was just going to be an honest engagement of who swings and what angle.
Just helps Rez that he knows, you know, exactly where. It's not to the left. Still in that corner somewhere. Hades struck down in the pistol round, comes back at it with a scout. All in from ENCE. Scout and Deegs, man. That's the flavor of the month. 6-round lead for NiP. Both pistols in their back pocket here on Overpass. We'll see if they can convert with the AKs. 2 MAC-10s as well, so maybe something quick. Where's the pressure going to be applied? Plopski. But even though he's half health, we're going to come help him out. B-site, the intended target. Bomb outside of Monster with utility. Who do they have to get through? It's Maden and Snappy. There's a smoke here for Maden, so he could just go ahead and throw that in front of Monster if he wants. Snappy's going to press hard, close up against this. Rez, good damage immediately. Snappy's not going to find anything. Maden's blind as can be.
Rez.
Lightning quick. They slice straight through that B site, a 12th round off of the back of it, and ENCE just going to, honestly, be happy to save at least this.
Yeah, they wouldn't have anything next round, so...
Hang on.
Really
Dear life.
Well done there from Rez. I think he scared the crap out of Snappy, that first peek. I felt like Snappy was actually on him, but it was such a jiggle. I think his whole body wiggled a little bit. And then Snappy kind of flicked a little bit. He got a little shooketh.
To the core.
Yeah.
No more gunfire after the bomb plant, so...
Then the pre-fire, then the second kill.
Conceded. 7-round lead on this T side. Damn, man. Shame that this second pistol win for NiP could just really suck the life out of ENCE and any chance they have on the defense. Their margin of error is going to be so small once they finally get their guns.
Well, they should have won more than 5 rounds in the first half.
Or won the second pistol. One of those two things. Or maybe both of those things.
Yeah. I mean, Plopski jumped and still won his 1v1.
Oh, he jumped and still won the 1v1. That was a tactical jump.
It was worse, too.
Done on purpose. 3-man boost here from ENCE, so trying to play with a little ingenuity.
Why did they do that? Pick who is jumping. This is not the first time we've seen this. You're legit just making noise for no reason. How could they not decide who is going to go up before they jump? There's like no excuse for that. It's not the first team. I don't.
that's why it's so tilting, because we've seen it across RMRs.
We get it. You all think you're star players. You're not.
Choose one. They're going to be stockpiled inside the B site. Lots of CTs here, but again, not equipped to hold on. Hades trying to move that scout around, but he's going to have to peek in from graffiti. He will tag Hampus, and Plopski's also on a quarter HP. Tons of bodies in the water with the bomb. Dycha comes in with 3 on the Deeg, but he needs the reload, and that'll be the end of him. An awesome attempt here from Dycha. 3 kills is more than we could have asked for, but just gets shoved up against that wall and ended. ENCE trail by 8. First buy of the CT side. Let's see it.
Yeah. They affect the money, which is good. They will have to just break the money as fast as possible to perform the comeback, if there is going to be one. But man, will we see 3 maps with lopsided scores? That's the question. That would be definitely very disappointing for ENCE, because they, everybody and their grandmama knows that they can play this map.
But just couldn't piece it together at the RMR.
Yeah, it's still the same thing as what happened with Astralis. As good as the CS is or not, I mean.
Well, see, that's why Hampus has more than 1 nade. best 2 out of 3. And yes, we have to watch this. There we go. Does nothing, but at least it worked. Dycha's going to get boosted up, connector door off its hinges. But Rez is already starting to work upwards, so it's just going to be Plopski. And with that drop, Plopski would have heard it. Knows that he needs to be cautious. 3-man B-stack. Spinks kind of left out on an island here in upper bathrooms. Hades falling away on long because bathrooms itself is a problem. Spinks takes the fight versus Hampus and wins it. Now, that could be his ticket to just fall back around long or serve up as the thorn in the side of this A-hit. But NiP are definitely coming. And we can see this rotate already starting to work upwards. Dycha sprinting towards the dumpster. 2 players comfortably in the bomb site. Make that 3 now. Plopski, gets a
Spinks.
quick headshot.
Man, he kept peeking.
Yeah, could have just locked in, but didn't. Hades going to be attacked from both sides of this. Good first shot onto Plopski, but Plopski did tons of damage. Dycha in from truck, dies to ESCTAG's op again. The op is there from ESCTAG, 1v1. Can they finally pick one up? Rez, bomb plant, it's given to him. His gun's now back up, and Maden's tucked into the corner. Rez is trying to escape, and he gets caught on the fallback. Maden, ice cold.
I wonder if Maden didn't hear the plant. The way that went down, he was obviously waiting for the post plant, but could have got really close to the site. Definitely could have interrupted it. But I guess he was in an interesting spot there by the dumpster. Rez did not expect it at all.
Nice showing of patience from Maden. Whether he heard it or not, just holds. Once bomb is planted, continues to hold.
Yeah.
Contrast that to Spinks, who just kind of gives away the first kill down long.
Yeah, that spot's already not great with the silence M4 just because of how long the barrel is. But to not only like show the barrel, but also just constantly swing. It's not like you have a really great spot to take fights from. The advantage of that spot is that people maybe not clear you. So you can also kind of hold the smoke, and it's an extra place to stand on the A site without actually clogging up bank or CT or one of the other rotator positions. But he kind of gives up that advantage. I'm not exactly sure what the idea was there. Shots from ESCTAG were actually nuts. That second kill, really quick. Who was it that called the attack on this?
I didn't see, actually.
Not sure. I could understand if it was NiP, because there are probably some money calculations knowing they got 4 dead. Whether, what kind of round they should, what kind of style they should approach this round with. I think prerogative number 1 is to figure out where the op is and if there is an op.
There certainly is.
Up in heaven.
Here in heaven. Warning shot over the bow.
Oh, nice tactic. He was close.
Plopski very up close and personal. Could be cleared by Snappy, but a nice headshot from Plopski shuts down that run. Maden going to try to come back in. Finds Rez through connector door. That is a nice recovery because they're going to know that Plopski's still in here somewhere. Not to mention ESCTAG has actually walked out from connector to join him. So 2 players.
Maden is sharp as hell.
Hampus comfortably outside of Monster. Brollan anticipating some kind of A aggression, but that is not the case. ENCE heavy lean towards B. But they start to peel a player off because of the unknowingness of that A site for ENCE. Maden, he's not able to win another duel. This time he loses to Hampus, and Dycha's going to have to go big, but instead his head is just popped wide open. ESCTAG, insta headshot, and Hades with the world on his shoulders in round 20.
Attack's coming. The op is rotated in.
Goes deep, and Hades comes up over the ramp. Nice first one. Scroll wheel jump again. Bro, we need new mice in this server.
What is he's still dead, but what is happening right now?
I have never come close to unbinding my scroll jump, but this map is getting me there.
Don't you use spacebar?
I use both.
Oh, okay. Wow. I've never seen that many scroll jumps in one match in my life.
And this one, I mean, we say, like, we laugh at Plopski's because he still wins the clutch, it doesn't cost him. But Hades would not have been exposed to the next player if he wasn't jumping in the air.
He was dead, 100%.
100%? No chance at a second kill at least?
They were right beside each other, peeking over the ramp, and literally trying to trade pit. He was 100% dead. He peeked, stepping up to peek short first.
True.
He was not... I mean, he just can't run. He's going to be on cycle. It makes you feel better, I promise you.
Yeah, like I was saying, he was so dead that it doesn't matter, actually, that he jumped.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter at all. He had no chance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Homer Simpson gift.
That's what I said. 14th for NiP. Okay. T-side cracking through this defense. There are limitations here. Dycha, Deagle, Hades, Scout, Snappy, MP9. Yeah, I really thought Snappy had a chance when he peeked into Plopski last round up close, but Plopski's FAMAS is just sharp as hell.
Yeah.
Seems to be okay here. Yeah, doesn't spread.
Maybe, you know, oh, they flash so he can take a peek. Now he can start to potentially lead off. I mean, he can take his time with it. It's still early. That's another. They used this nade twice. It's,
yep.
No, landed right on him.
Oh, they also chuck him back the other way.
Now
Eagle.
the flank is coming in.
Is it going to be fast enough?
They've got enough players here that there's no excuse. You know, they got to get a couple kills, plus the flank can come in. But great round so far for the CT side, whether NiP know it or not.
They're ahead of it. They're on high alert. And no, it's coming right here, right now. Dycha's Deagle blinded and downed. Oh, Rez chases maden around into the water.
Oh, they get caught. Esatag picks Spinks off on the back. The awareness is good.
That flank, but still a little life. The scout of Hades. 2 kills. Esatag into the clutch, grabs bomb back, 15 seconds. Hades doesn't go heaven. He comes right back at this fight. Esatag planting, USP's out. Hades to try to close the gap, and Esatag blindsided by it. He thought he went heaven 100%.
And they did that without the flank from Spinks. The only thing that added value to was the rotations, instant to stack B. They had 1 wood wall, 3 back there, 1 rifle at headshot as well to support. And while the entries were actually really nice, from the flashbang to the way Rez swung on wood wall and the guy back pit, there were just enough people there to lock that down.
Just finds maden on his attempted escape, and Hades, wow, that's a nice one. Love the play too. Ran heaven for a second, came right back at that walk up. USP for that extra bit of movement. Really fine-tuned timing. And the final tack pause from NiP. So I feel like that means that, yeah, the last tack pause was also theirs when you said that it would make sense, finalize the buy, because if they're already 4 tack pauses in, 21 rounds deep, they've got another one here on the cards. Rifles barring hampus. Gives ENCE a little life. Really thought that flank was going to have to be a key part of that round, or else ENCE were going to lose it, but little Hades clutch goes a long way. Big group up inside of the playground. NiP eat the flash, but it's just Hades awaiting this peak. And he's, oh yeah, letting him get closer, but his timing ticks, it clicks in his mind. He's going to come at this from a different angle, so very aware of the possibility, but that headshot, I mean, he's lucky to be alive.
That was unwelcoming.
Spinks.
Oh, and he goes down. Whoa. They get around the A site now. Oh, Hades died. He's the only one here, man. They made a grave mistake.
I'm sure Spinks would have loved to help out, but he was Molotov'd inside of Connector, so he will still come. Shave Esatag off the play. Brollan's going to be forced off of the Optimus Prime. Rez still holding the line, but losing teammates all around him. Rez in a 180 knocks down Spinks, and Hampus, bro, Hampus was in Connector when Spinks was, and then decides to go for this massive flank all the way around Dumpster. Rez drawing the attention towards him. Hampus is going to come up, knocks Dycha down, Snappy to the clutch, can't get anything, and NiP 15.
What a play to make from Hampus. Man, the size of that flank is absurd. Do you think he heard anyone in stairs to tell his teammates when he left?
No, because Spinks...
It was quiet as up the stairs.
Yeah, Spinks was in the corner,
just
got Molotov'd. Molly didn't spread to Spinks.
Oh, right,
so Hampus has no clue.
Oh, my God.
No clue.
Like ships in the night. Man, Rez saved that, though. Even if... Like, if Rez died, I don't even think Hampus can win. He's only as a deagle in the 1v2.
Yep.
Might kill one, but it'd be really hard to stop that bomb from getting defused. And
maybe, yeah.
It was Hades, you know. Had the op, got tagged down to 10 HP, then was still outside bathrooms alone.
Kind of floating.
And they were all grouped up. Now, the only thing that works for him there is that he literally doesn't see a single soul. Not even the guy who shoots him because of how tight that angle was.
Right.
Meanwhile, there was 4 waiting to walk up bathrooms.
I can't believe he got hit in the head on that shot.
Yeah, that was nasty. Probably Rez, right?
Yeah, feels like it must have been. Hades will be boosted inside A site, but if it's not this A1S to lock things in, then I think it's NiP as legends. Brollan's first major.
And yeah,
just skips an entire phase.
Challenger? Is it skipping Challenger?
Skipping Challengers.
Just skipping Challenger.
Yes.
Yeah, that's huge. Never seen Challenger, Brollan. That's crazy.
He is the Swedish legend.
Yeah.
And it's trying to move these pieces into the right place at the right time. Heavy presence outside bathrooms. Hades tagged down.
Yikes, that's the boost.
Dycha's going to give us something to talk about. CT side unraveled. Hampus already starting to gun into the site. Snappy missing deek shots. And that should be all she wrote. But maden, with a little bit left in him, gets Hampus traded out at the very least. Plopski behind the bomb plant. ENCE right there with him. They're layered on this, and they're trying to hunt him down. Another deagle, and maden, come on now. Chases around to the long, goes for the AK play, gets another kill. A very sick clutch if maden can pull this off, but it is Rez, the omnipresent of Swedish CS. NiP toying with them as they look to lock in legends. ENCE, come on, it's not there. So close, so damn close. And that is the tale of maden throughout this series. Hanging on an individual level, but not there, not enough. All 10 of these players confirmed in Antwerp, but it is the ninjas who are legends.
Wow, 3 lopsided maps.